Want to hear how lymphatic massage and drainage can support your roadmap to gut and allergy recovery? Keep watching to find out. Hey there, everyone. I'm Amanda Malacheski, functional nutrition health coach and allergy and digestive detective. And today I have with me my very personal massage therapist, whom I love. Her name's Stephanie Connors. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Thanks for joining
Hello.
us. And
Absolutely.
Stephanie, yeah. And Stephanie is a certified massage therapist now for 21 years. We were just talking about that. And she's also a lymphatic health specialist. And I wanted to bring her on to talk with us about lymphatic massage because I had the occasion to get a lymphatic massage from her a few weeks ago. And even though I've been seeing her for maybe almost 2 years now, we haven't really done much lymphatic. And
Yeah.
I was just blown away by how amazing it felt and relaxing. And as I was drifting off to a blissful, healing, resting sleep on the table, I thought, I need to bring this to my people because this modality is so important for healing the digestive system and supporting the detox functions of the body. So I wanted to bring Stephanie to talk with us today. So welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, friend. That's wonderful. I'm excited. I'm excited to spread the word.
So to start us off, I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about how you came to get into doing lymphatic massage. What drew you to it, or what experience or little story could you tell us about what happened there?
Well, there's actually a couple of things. While I was doing massage, when I first started out, I'll go back to when I was in massage school, we were taught how to do dry brushing for people as a part of the Swedish massage, especially to not only move the lymphatic system more efficiently, but to exfoliate, to bring out the natural oils. But it was a part of this mysterious thing called lymphatic system. I started dry brushing my clients, which led to developing dry brushing treatments, which led to learning about the lymphatic system. And I realized that I was totally infatuated with this system that really not too many people talked about. And the more I learned on my own, the more I became interested in working with modalities that enhanced and helped this system along. So I then became certified in lymphatic drainage massage. One of the things that really pushed me into it was there was a time where my mother-in-law had quite a scare with what they thought was possibly breast cancer. She did have lymphatic nodes removed under her arm, and then had lymphatic drainage massage performed on her on a regular basis after the surgery to move through that and to reduce the swelling. And she told me about her experiences and how it helped her. And because I love and adore her, I was completely blown away. There was something that was helping her to be more comfortable, and it just clicked. It all came together, and I thought, this is it. I need to really dedicate myself to learning about the lymphatic system, learning about what exactly is this massage, what does it do, how can I bring this out to the people, use this form of preventative care, not only to take discomfort down a notch, but to help people prevent disease. That's it.
I love that. That's a fantastic story. I'm sure you have lots of those at this point, just the different things that lymphatic can do for us. So maybe could you just say for a minute, for anyone who doesn't really know what the lymphatic system is, can you just briefly say what that is and how lymphatic massage fits into that picture?
Well, the lymphatic system is a system of fluid that is right underneath the surface of the skin. It helps to move large proteins and debris, metabolic waste, out of the body. But unfortunately, the lymphatic system, unlike the cardiac system, does not have a pump of its own. The heart does not pump it as with blood. So through breath, through exercise, which unfortunately a lot of people don't get, especially someone who is down from surgery or already ill, the lymphatic system can slow and then not get these waste out of the body efficiently. So with this massage, it helps to give it a little boost and gets it moving. Anything concerning with inflammation, edema, anything like that, it helps to clear it faster than just, on your own doing some breathing and exercising.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and so my understanding, and tell me if this is correct, is that lymph system doesn't have its pump, but the massage helps move the lymph toward the liver, and then for expansion via the liver?
Yeah, it does help to clear out through the liver and then eventually through the heart, and then these wastes do exit through urine and sweat. But really assisting and helping your lymphatic system with drinking more liquid and watching what types of foods you put into your body that are easily digestible, clean. I mean, organic is definitely an optimal thing that we'd want to, sometimes it's not that easy for people. Yeah, anything that can help assist is great.
Mm-hmm. So for someone who hasn't ever experienced a lymphatic massage, can you just describe what the experience is like?
Yes. The first thing I tell my clients is that most people fall asleep within 3 to 5 minutes.
I certainly did.
Yeah, it's profoundly relaxing. I was quite surprised when I first had it. I had no idea what to expect. And what happens is that I'm using my hands to gently pump, because of the fact that the lymphatic fluid is just below the surface of the skin, it's a very, very light pumping motion. And what I do is lay you down, you're on your back, and we start at the clavicular nodes, which are huge watersheds for the upper half of the body, along with under the arms. And we would work on these 2 nodes and pump excess fluid in as much as we can before we start working on the face, then the neck again, the arms, under the arms, and then we work our way down to the abdominal area. A lot of people feel really refreshed and relaxed after a session. That usually happens for me. I notice mostly with a knee that I have damaged many, many years ago. There's a lot of swelling, and I noticed that swelling and pain goes down dramatically after a session, and it stays that way for about a day. But it's something you have to keep working on. It doesn't, you can't just fix everything with one session. Usually for myself and other clients that I've talked to that have received it and also received it regularly, especially for detoxification, they notice a lift, and then a couple hours later, they feel pretty tired. And really what that is things are starting to activate. Toxins are starting to move around and out of your system. It's not the most exciting thing to happen, but you know that it's working. So right. The best thing to do is just to keep moving, stretch, walk, drink lots of fluids.
Right. I will reiterate that piece about it being very relaxing. And like I said, just like you claimed, just a few minutes into the session, with the regular massage, which we normally do together, it sometimes takes me half the session to kind of relax, but boy, like 5 minutes, the lymphatic, I was out and in this very light, lucid sleep the whole hour. So
yeah, it's quite profound.
Yeah.
But yet it doesn't really feel when you first receive it. It's like, really, is there really something happening? Because so many people are used to deep tissue work with massage. So I think many of us Americans, especially because we've been brought up with that, if you don't feel it, then it's not working. If it doesn't hurt, it's not working. And it's just simply not that way with modalities like lymphatic work.
A minute ago there, you touched on some of the things that are some of the benefits of receiving lymphatic, that it's relaxing and just helps you clean out your tissues. And I can share a little brief story about another little thing that you helped our family with. My oldest child is 13 right now, my daughter, and she's had pretty severe acne on her face and upper back. And so about 4 or 5 months ago, I remember asking you, what can we do to work on that? And you suggested some just gentle lymphatic work on that the neck and the face. And my daughter did that for a while. She definitely noticed that it helped clear up her skin a little bit. So
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So what are some of the other benefits, benefits for particular conditions or things that you see? And I'm going to ask first actually about digestive and allergy concerns, because that's what my audience is interested in. But, what are some of the primary benefits?
I think the biggest one is detoxification, because if there's any way that you can move waste out of your body, you want to do it. and this is a great way to do it without having to go through a big detox. And it's gentle. For me and for so many people that come in to do lymphatic work, really anti-inflammatory. It really helps to bring down edema. I have a lot of people that love to use it for sinus issues. And again, that's, inflammation. There's a lot of autoimmune diseases that lymphatic drainage is wonderful for, because again, there's a lot of inflammation involved. It's not going to take away a disease or take away a condition, but it really helps with the symptoms. We've got allergies. It's very helpful because you're going to move those wastes, those allergens out. I find that it helps people with sleep issues. It really helps to work on the parasympathetic state. I think it really is soothing to the nervous system. It really helps. Some people swear by lymphatic drainage that it helps to lessen their cellulite. It's kind of like, it's not only aesthetic, but it's also internal. People come after cosmetic surgery to have everything, kind of smoothed out, to get rid of that excess liquid that's building up. For me, it's pain. I think, pain in the knee. I think that's one of the biggest things. My daughter really likes it for helping with her stomach. She gets a sick stomach every once in a while. Teenagers, I don't know what's happening with their system exactly, but I do remember with my cycle being a little nauseous, and she experiences that as well. And I think it really helps her with her acne. Like with massage, you're helping to get things flowing, to keep that system moving, to keep your circulation going, to better your circulation, and lymphatic goes right along with it. And because it is so cleansing, I think it's really great for your immune system as well. So you can really help keep your body cleaner, but also help with things that you're having issues with.
Yeah, I love that you talked specifically about the immune system, because I think so often we actually can connect various physical illnesses or ailments back to immune dysfunction. So certainly the big cancer is actually an immune dysfunction, and we're having excess things going on that can't clear out. Also allergies and the autoimmune stuff, for sure. Those are all immune issues that need to detox, or the byproduct detox for health. And I think, like, in my overarching system that I use to guide my coaching with clients, this is the piece that I call, it's the getting the lifestyle pieces aligned. So we're working on diet, but we're also working on these other supportive health practices. So detoxing is one of them, making sure you're pooping every day and cleaning, drinking water, exercising. All of these things support the detox function. And I think that this lymphatic massage fits into that part.
It does.
Perfect.
And it's great for gut issues. Because
say a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I know this is what you really wanted to talk about, is for digestive issues. There are probably more lymphatic vessels in the abdominal area than anywhere else in the body there. And the largest lymphatic vessels are in the abdominal area. And right under the belly button is the main vessel called the cisterna chyli. It handles basically from the belly button down. So you're talking about the legs, the feet, the ankles, the knees, everything down there. It's a big chunk of body, and all of your organs, and your intestinal integrity is tied directly to it. And I do have clients that come in and they came in for some other issue and then go home and have amazing release from their bowels. And they did not expect that. But they say to me, I had no idea that that was possible. And I didn't know that I was that uncomfortable until after this happened. And then they notice a lightness, a more energy, less pain in their joints. And it helps immediately after. I mean, they go home and maybe an hour later, they're in the bathroom, but it turns out to be a good thing, and they profit from it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's something I'm always hoping to help my clients access, is that cleaning action, that natural, gentle cleaning action for the body that can help not only clear out the gut, but then allows everything upstream of that to then come through the gut and clear out as well.
Absolutely. And it's just an absolutely wonderful modality to assist and make that happen and to get it started.
Right. Especially, I suppose, for people with constipation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very, very helpful. I've been reading a lot about especially autoimmune diseases and people with irritable bowel syndrome. This is something that really helps them to get to a comfortable area with their body, and it helps them to move through their day with the many discomforts from that syndrome. Right. So, and taking down a lot of inflammation, a lot of pain. So,
and there's a lot of information right now that's coming out, sort of newer information stating that, yes, there were these physical issues with IBS, and I often find that people have gut infections that need to be cleared and so on. But there's also a huge connection with the nervous system. So this other piece about lymphatic really calming down the sympathetic nervous system and helping drop you into the parasympathetic state is also another piece of that puzzle to help calm down the body and let it heal. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been super interesting and full of good ideas about how we can use lymphatic massage to support our detox process. I wonder if you have any.
So happy to share.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you have any closing thoughts or anything that we didn't talk about that you want to make sure we get in here.
I do want people to know this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's so many different scientific discoveries, and there's so much research going on right now, and there's much more coming out about this whole lymphatic system and what it does. They have recently found that there are also lymphatic vessels in the brain because of the fact that the lymphatic system helps to move out large proteins. They're connecting ideas that things like dementia and Alzheimer's, which there are large proteins involved with those diseases. They are thinking that perhaps lymphatic vessels in the brain can help carry out these large proteins that normally could not pass out of the brain barrier. And, so who knows, this could be something that prevents, a terrible monster like dementia, right, or other things that just, so far we just haven't had a lot of luck with, and right, people are suffering. And I encourage people to look into lymphatic drainage massage for themselves.
So that brought up two questions. One, so for anyone who's not in Humboldt, and we'll get to your contact information in a second, but for anyone who's not in Humboldt who wants to find a lymphatic massage therapist, is there an organization that sort of collates everybody together, or is it just kind of as simple as doing a Google search in your area for lymphatic drainage or lymphatic massage?
A really efficient way to find therapists that have been certified is to call your local massage school and ask them, do you have any names of students or people who have graduated and are certified for lymphatic drainage massage. I think that's a really great way to get to it pretty quickly. In larger cities, there are a lot of people who do not only lymphatic drainage, but are lymphedema specialists. So they can work with, once edema turns chronic and is turned into lymphedema, and you're having to bandage wounds and use compression clothing. So a lymphedema specialist is a wonderful way to go too. Unfortunately, here in Humboldt County, we no longer have one. So that's something that I'm trying to work my way towards as well. So I can be of help to those people out there suffering with lymphedema.
Yeah, and so then for our audience who happen to be here in Humboldt County in Northern California, can you let people know how to reach you if they're interested in making an appointment to get some lymphatic massage?
Absolutely. You can find my information on Emerge Spa Therapy on Facebook. All of my ads that I put out, all of my services are listed with the pricing. My phone number is listed. You can call or text me anytime. Texting is really the quickest way to go. I also am on Instagram. And any question that you have, anytime, you can call me up, text me, and we'll talk about it all. Talk about any sort of contraindications, benefits. You can ask me about what you need and can this help. I'm here and ready to talk anytime. I do work out of 2 different locations right now. I work at Eureka Massage and Wellness, which is in Eureka off of Myrtle. And I also work at Linden and Company, which is in Eureka on 5th Street. And that's a spa environment, very relaxing, and a lot of other things that you can do there. But my number is 707-496-4982.
Well, thanks so much for chatting detox and lymphatic massage with me today, Stephanie.
My pleasure.
And
my pleasure.
If you live locally, I highly suggest you go check Stephanie out, go give her a call and get a massage with her. And leave us a comment below if you have had lymphatic massage and think it's awesome. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. That finishes up my interview with Stephanie Connors, certified massage therapist and lymphatic health specialist. If you'd like some help putting together modalities like lymphatic massage into a whole program for you to restore your health, go ahead and grab your free copy of Roadmap to Gut Recovery. You can find that at confluencenutrition.com/roadmap.